Our worst drought in New Jersey since 2002 is now occurring, and it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Hey everyone, I'm Chief Meteorologist Joe Martucci here at Tri-X 57. For the first time since 2002, we have an extreme drought in parts of New Jersey. That's in this red area that you see here from about Toms River down to that Cape May Atlantic County border and out to the west. We also have all of New Jersey in drought for our second week in a row, including much of New Jersey now in what we call a severe drought, which is a level 2 of 4 with our drought. The rest of New Jersey is in a moderate drought, a level 1 of 4 here. This is our second week in a row with drought in all of New Jersey. The New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection has voluntary water restrictions in place. We know it's been plenty dry. These are the numbers as of Friday here. We have record long dry streaks for most places in New Jersey. The only exception is Atlantic City, where on Saturday you will see that dry streak be a record now as we tie the record at 39 days. It has been super dry, and not only that, the records here that we have, well, we're breaking them by a number of days now. I mean, here are the record beat margins across the area, and look at Newark, double digits, beating our previous long dry streak. It's been quite a while since we have had rain. We have a new president. The Major League Baseball was still in their regular season. And I looked this stat up. We've blinked probably 500,000 times since the last time we have seen measurable rain. So why are we seeing this? Well, there's a few reasons at play. There's 4 specifically. One, we have the Bermuda High extending westward. We also have a ridge of high pressure and a thicker atmosphere over us. We have some climate change influences, and we also have a lack of tropical moisture. Let's go through these one by one. We'll talk about that expansion of our Bermuda high pressure. Here's a look at high pressure for the first half of the month, from about Halloween till about now here. Notice we've seen a lot of reds over us. That's indicative of high pressure. And that Bermuda high, which keeps us hazy, hot, and humid during the summer, is keeping us mild and dry during this time of the year. And in fact, we look at our rainfall over the past week, and that high pressure over Bermuda has kind of stiff-armed that rain to our south, our west, and our north. The storm track continues to stay to our west and our north over the past couple of weeks here. Now, we have a ridge of high pressure overhead in the upper levels. It's a thicker atmosphere. The thicker the atmosphere, the warmer it is, but it also can be some drier air, especially with us getting these northwesterly winds from Canada in this ridge of high pressure generally during the month of October. Drier air from Canada is opposed to the more moist air that comes from Mexico or the Gulf of Mexico. That's why we've also been dry. Climate change also plays a role. We have seen more extreme weather in terms of both heavier rain and longer dry streaks, and our number of fire weather days have increased by about 10 days since the 1970s here, according to Climate Central. And then finally, the lack of tropical moisture. Now, during the fall, the main way we see our precipitation is from remnant tropical moisture, whether it's from hurricanes or tropical storms here. We just simply haven't seen that. So what else is there for us to get rain? Well, coastal storms, but it's not quite coastal storm season yet. It's just starting to now in early November. The other way we see rain, thunderstorms, but it's not what we call convective season. It's not the summer, so we're not seeing thunderstorms either. That pretty much leaves us to the whim of cold fronts moving through. However, these cold fronts have been dry cold fronts, not with a lot of moisture, and when they come in, they hit that drying high pressure, and that's why we've seen some sprinkles over the past couple of weeks, but we haven't seen that measurable rain. Will it change? Well, yes, we will see some rain Sunday night into early Monday. It won't be enough to cure the drought, but it'll break that dry streak here. We look in the longer term, it does look like November generally is going to be one with at least some rain, but it still should be well below average by the time we end the month. And then we look to the winter. We're expected to be in a weak La Nina pattern that doesn't really bring much of a wet signal our way. Doesn't really bring a dry signal either. It's kind of just neutral. And I'll have more in our winter outlook. I do believe it will be relatively stormy, but I don't think it'll be above average with precipitation, and that's what we need to cure the drought. So in short, I think it does get better in the long run here during the winter months, but we're definitely going to need above average precipitation at some point before April. Otherwise, we could be talking about more significant problems going into the growing season and our high water usage season next year.